Says, new podcast coming soon. Goes to Warwick and gets the flu for a week. I'm assuming you guys know what Warwick is, or where it is. You probably don't, because I'm pretty sure people who live in Warwick don't even know where Warwick is. So Warwick is basically this little tiny country town out in the middle of Whoop Whoop of Queensland, Australia. And I don't know why I go there, to be honest, but I do, semi-frequently. Probably to go visit my boyfriend, which I have, by the way. This is news. And this is obviously a very clickbaity title, because let's be real, the most cringe video you've ever seen is not this one, it's probably that one. But yes, I have a boyfriend of the male variety, meaning that I am of the homosexual variety. No, I'm not. I'm bi, or pan, or I like peen and vagine. I don't really have a set preference, or like a coming out story, or I just like who I like. I see someone, I like their personality, I like the way they look, I like the way they treat me and treat others, and I'm like, you know what that is? That is gangster. That is totally cash money, turn up for Pride Month. Represent. It's August nearly. Why am I still turning up? It's time to turn down. But yes, my boyfriend, he's lovely, he's amazing, he's probably the brightest and most amazing person I've ever met, which is saying a lot because I know me. But he's into like all the same sort of stuff I am, which is like super cliche and romance, and like, I think he's the one, you guys. No, but for real, we share like a really strange sense of humor where we make fun of other couples and just people in general who are just really cringe. You know that couple that have been like together for way too long and you know they shouldn't be together, but they're still so disgustingly in love with each other and they just don't hang out with anyone but each other, and it's just a cesspool of just... I just realized I'm describing one of my friends, or it could be interpreted that I'm describing one of him, and he's a good friend of mine. I made YouTube stuff with him, and that is not an attack at him at all. Oh boy, this is... Don't hate me, I love you. But yeah, no, like, we make fun of, like, each other's being cringy moments, and, like, us unironically being cringy, and stuff like that. I have Facebook open, I should probably close that.
Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that? What is that?
But yes, anyway, here I am after 3 months deciding to make another video, and I've filmed like 5 or 6 videos and a couple of podcast like episodes, but I've never actually gotten around to properly editing them and finishing them up with a finished product that I myself am happy with. And I realized that I have a dying fan base and a dead audience, but I figured why not give it a go anyway to just try and, you know, re-spark it. If Minecraft can make a comeback, surely I can. So without further ado, I thought I would introduce the most cringy concept I could possibly think of in order to hopefully get a laugh out of my boyfriend, who I'm gonna call Kyle, which is like the Storm Area 51 Monster Energy name that I feel like if I had to change his name to something, it'd probably be Kyle. That or like Scott or Grant or something like really outdated, like a really boomer name. I don't know why, it'd just be funny. But yeah, anyway, I just want to give a quick shout out to all my homies who have been super supportive over the last couple of months with everything that's been going on and me coming out, but they already knew, so like, let's be real. I've been queer since like I was born. But anyway, get back onto the cringe wagon. I thought I would do something unbelievably cringy to both annoy and hopefully get a laugh out of my my one true love, Kyle. I hated even saying that. Wow. So I'm gonna do something known as the boyfriend tag, which I believe you're meant to do with your boyfriend with you, and you're meant to like bounce ideas off each other, but I don't really have him here with me because he lives in Whoop Whoop. So I'm gonna do it by myself, and hopefully that's gonna be somewhat more cringe, and then I'm gonna deliver this video to him by hand. I'm gonna ride on my bicycle with a 35mm and put it on his lap and be like, this is for you, babes. So the first question is, when and where did we meet? That's actually quite an interesting one. I met him on a camp, like a religious camp, like a conversion camp. It wasn't conversive at all. It was actually really fun. Not like a concentration camp either, like a... Is it bad that I can't remember? Oh, we went out to breakfast or lunch, and then he bought me tea, which was really wholesome. We went into like a tea store and he bought me tea, which was nice. Who said I love you first? See, okay, I have to take the cringe for this because I 100% did it, and I remember it was the most, like, cringe moment possible. We were on the phone because he lives fuck off nowhere, and we were just chatting, and he started ranting about something. I believe it was the X-Men, just something that, like, we both shared, like, a really strong passion for, and he was just getting really into it, and I was just sitting there smiling, and then I just kind of went, oh, I love you, and then he was like, wow, that's cringe, bro, and I was like, fuck yeah, man, it really was, yo. What color are my eyes? If you're meant to do this with your boyfriend, surely he can just look at you and go, oh, yeah, nah, I don't know what color they are. Dude, some of these are so stupid. Which food do I like/hate? I like all food. That's not true. We actually have some shared hatred for food, such as tomato, which is literally the devil's spawn, and if you would like to challenge me on that, I am happy to one-on-one you. You can only use tomatoes as your weapon, though. You'd probably win, because I would just vomit all over you, in which case I'd win. Unless you're into that, in which case, Go see Dr. Phil or something. Go to the ranch, you fucking weirdo. But yeah, no, he also dislikes tomato. I hate mushrooms because they're literally a fungus. Like, what is appealing about a mushroom to eat or enjoy? Literally nothing. It's a fungus. What's my shoe size? Well, I know that his is big enough to fit in my mouth. I hated that. I'm proud of that joke, though. Where did I first meet your family? I met his mum at... I can't remember. Wow, I'm awful. I met his dad at his house. His father's a police officer, which is super scary because I want to go raid Area 51. But then he has, like, legal jurisdiction to arrest me. I also do way too much illegal shit, which I probably shouldn't say on the internet. I'm gonna censor that. Complete this sentence. My girlfriend/boyfriend is blank. That's so cringe. Can I just go my boyfriend/girlfriend is the love of my life and I'd die for him. I don't know what I'd do without him. Oh my god, he's actually my favorite. I'm gonna marry him and we're gonna have 8 children and earn a Fiat 500 and take them to school every day and take yearly trips to Europe and have 6 pet dogs and a pet horse named Muffin. What's my favorite author? Okay, me, which is super mainstream and cringe, is George R.R. Martin, just because A Song of Ice and Fire is a fantastically written book series. If not, then Garth Nix, the author of Keys to the Kingdom, a very underrated fantasy series, which I am probably way too old to recommend or indulge in ever again, but hey, it was good for its time. And I know that his is Sarah J. Maas for ACOTAR, or a court of thorns and roses, and also the Throne of Glass series, because he doesn't talk about anything else except those books. Who is the dominant one in our relationship? That is, do they mean like socially or like in the... I'm not going to answer that because his father's a police officer. If I was an animal, what would I be? Now, that is a question I'd rather not answer because I have too many friends. Friend is a very loose term for one reason and one reason only. They're fucking furries. Now, I don't mean they're having intercourse with furries. I mean, they probably are. That's what furries do, right? They dress up as animals and have sex with each other. I don't know. I'm not... No. But I have a friend who's quite a close friend of mine she's a furry, and she's constantly obsessed with trying to find my fursona. And I believe I've been assigned little kangaroo or little otter. Stop. I get it. I'm 4'9", but stop. That's not okay. I'm going to Starbucks. So what will I order? Oh my god, babe. I want a dark mocha frappuccino with extra cream and white chocolate flakes and a gingerbread on the side, babe. Oh my god, thank you. And they'll probably spell my name wrong because I'm Callum with a K. Also, why would that matter at a Starbucks? Like, as long as they call your name out, right? Like, I could say, like, yo, I've never actually been to a Starbucks where I've had to give my name out because the only Starbucks I've ever been to is in Japan, and I couldn't understand anything they were saying because the only Japanese I get is from watching copious amounts of anime, like the fucking weeb I am. If we got married someday, where would you take me on our honeymoon? See, I actually hate that because A, I have to think of the C word. Marriage is no. I'm 18. I don't want to get married till I'm like 30 or something. I don't know. Like, not now. I'm good. Do I have any birthmarks? If so, where? See, I'm pretty sure I've shown, like, my gnarly birthmark on camera, but that was probably just to flex my sick abs because I used to be, like, ripped as shit. But then Macca's did 24 nuggets for $10, and now I'm just an entire tub of lard. But, like, nah, for real, I have, like, a really gnarly birthmark, like, here, like, just above my heart, which I went and saw, like, some crazy spirit witch doctor about. That's not true. She came and approached me and was like, ooh, I can tell your future, and yeah, it was weird. But anyway, she was, like, full-on pointed out to the birthmark under my shirt, which was bizarre. I don't know how she saw it. And she was like, in a past life, you were shot, and it missed your inches, your main aorta by 2 inches. And I was like, okay, the fact that you saw that without knowing is pretty gnarly. But yeah, no, like, that birthmark was pretty gnarly, but he obviously hasn't seen that because we're good Christians and never show any part of our bodies to each other. Like, disgusting. Ankles? No. Just feet. Only feet. Would I enjoy breakfast in bed? I don't know, because bed and breakfast are like two such perfect separate entities that I don't think could ever be combined together, purely because if you eat in bed, there's crumbs everywhere and it just... It's not okay. Oh, what is my favorite sex position? The good Catholic, where we sit 4 feet apart to leave room for Jesus. Do I prefer cuddling on the couch to a dinner date? You see, I'm lame because I'm pretty 50-50. Like, why can't we have both? See, I'm probably way more cringe than he is. I'm just ironically cringy as well as unironically cringy. He's just normal. Do you remember what I was wearing on our first date? See, I really hate that because I never pay attention to anything anyone wears ever, and I own like 5 sets of clothes in total. Like, I thought I'd wear my senior jersey from high school because I thought that would be cringe, and it's making me look even more like a tub of lard. I promise I'm not that fat, it's just really white on me, okay? So fun fact about my senior jersey was that they actually had a character limit as to how many words they could put on the back of it, or how many letters, I should say, they could put on the back of it, and my last name has 12, and it only just fits. It literally goes from shoulder to shoulder. Ready? Well, look at this. Can you see it? I can't tell if you can see it or not. But yeah, there you go. If you have my first name, now you have my last name, and you can go and stalk me. Add me on Snapchat and Instagram. I have a meme page. Go follow that too. It's not doing too well. Like this channel. See, this channel and I have a lot in common with a refrigerator with a busted pipe. We're cool, but broken inside. Anyway, that was the cringe boyfriend tag. I hope you all enjoyed it, because I didn't, and I hope Kyle enjoys it, and which he won't, I know, but anyway. Look out for some podcast episodes in the next 7 months, or uploads in the next 3, because let's be real, when am I ever going to get around to doing these? Thank you all for watching. Yeah, so catch you later, you cringe gamers. I guess I can make this kind of like a snippet of a coming out story, because why not? Yeah, I kind of realized when I was about like 14 that I was like, you know what? This is brilliant. But I like this, and I guess this too. I don't know. Gender's weird. I don't get it. I'm too stupid to even begin to remotely process it. We're gonna not touch on that until a much later potential podcast episode.